just like, you know what?
Yeah,
Forget about it, dude.
going villain mode.
I'm going. Yeah, I'm going
This is my
villain
villain
mode.
arc. You
Exactly.
went Sasuke.
That's what happens. That's what happens. You know, some little Philly breaks your heart, and
Yeah. Anime does is gonna go into that question that everybody always has: can a superhero be in love in a relationship? Because of all the movies we've seen, it's like every time they get into a relationship or have a love interest, it's always that's always comes back to bite them in the butt. Like with
Power Rangers. And when my wife goes, "Why gelato?" And I'm like, I don't know, because it's Japanese and they just doing things, you know what I'm saying?
they
But
just be
yes, it
doing
has
things.
to be based off, like, yeah, if they're like, I forget that the Power Rangers are based off of dinosaurs or like animals or something like that. Like if you're a
Yeah,
part of a fighting group, I watched it
yeah.
once with her, not knowing. I go, look, you got to watch this because Joanjo and I are doing we're doing February.
Not gonna start saying you the ratings before.
Dude, no, but even in then you go, you all you have to do is go, oh, it's for 14, ages 14
It's
and up. I'll
14,
go,
please.
okay, well then the wife won't have
I just
anything
put
to say about this.
I'll just put with wife, without wife.
That's the rating.
Oh yeah. All right. Love after world domination.
All right.
Here we go. In three, two, and one. Hey everybody, welcome back to Anime Meat Pod. It's me, Joy with co-host Sal, and we get into some more lovely anime because it is February, guys.
Nothing like a good old fashioned rom-com, love story, will they, won't they, unrequited love.
Yeah,
What's the word I'm looking for? There's another one, forbidden love. Ooh.
Forbidden Love. Ooh, if you love Romeo and Juliet, guys, you're gonna love this.
You're gonna, yeah, 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 yeah. This is a tell as old as time, you know? I don't know if you've ever been in one of them situations where you just like, you're so thirsty.
So
You're so thirsty, but then, just know, you know what, you
it feels
shouldn't.
it's wrong, but it feels so right.
Exactly. You're a man, she's a raccoon, it ain't right, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
anyway, you know what? Animemi is a
Oh,
podcast. Let me tell you about Animemi. Animemi is a
tell me about it.
podcast where two friends show each other anime and we show you how to love and watch it one episode at a time. Also, we drop every Monday wherever you listen to anime. I mean,
Wherever
wherever you
you
listen
listen
to
to anime
podcasts. Anime podcast.
podcasts.
Oh, well, gosh dang it, dude. What are
Anime
we talking
podcast,
about?
guys. That's what we are, Anime Me.
There
Where
you
you
go.
can find us on our website, anime-me.com, and we can listen to this episode, which we're going to be talking about Love After World Domination.
Add a way to clean that up.
Boom.
Okay, I'm getting reconnecting. Okay, we're back in. Joandra, thank you for saving me. I'm not making any sense. But let's make some sense on a synopsis. Where's my
Boom.
book? Where's my book? Okay. So, Love After World Domination. We have, oh gosh. All right. You might have to edit me together here to make it seem like we're not waiting for Sal to come up with his freaking synopsis here. Okay, here we go. It's love at first sight for Fudo and Desumi. I could have sworn he was saying destiny. Whoa, my mind is
Oh,
blown. What did I watch?
God.
Except it was during a battle of life and death. Fudo, leader of the hero squad Gelato 5, and Desumi, the death queen of the evil society Gecko, have found themselves caught in a forbidden love. And it's the first relationship. It's their first relationship. Moving in secrecy, they they live. They live. Wait, moving in secrecy, they live holding hands. Oh, okay, okay. Dang, dude. I should have read this before we started. Moving in
Proofread
secrecy. Yeah, yeah, I know, right? Moving in secrecy, they live holding hands with one weapon in the other, finding out what's truly fair in love and war.
Boom. Love and war, guys.
Love and war. You know, all is fair in love and war, unless you're a Power Ranger, you know.
Unless you're a Power Ranger.
What was that? What was the show? What was the show that we watched that was
Go go
the
loser Ranger.
Yes, this is straight up go go. Like so much so that like I was like, is this in the same world? Is this the same creator?
Same, yeah.
You know, like it feels like it, like because even those guys had like this like skull face. Like
Yeah, the
the
skull
henchman,
mask and stuff.
yes, the henchman had the skull mask in this one. There was a big monster in the other one too, and there was a big bear in this one. Like there were so many similarities that I was just kind of like, yo, this dude like wrote that one and then goes, you know, I got another story to tell. Picture
I got
this. And
another
I'm
one.
like, wait, that's the same thing. He's like, yeah, but this time there's a love interest, you know, like,
Yeah.
okay. Which I'm not mad
Just
at.
like every iteration of Power Rangers. It's awesome.
It really is. Okay, 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 okay. Uh so I didn't look a whole lot up. Obviously didn't read the synopsis beforehand. You could tell. Nudity and profanity. 14. It says 14 plus.
14 plus.
14 plus. Nudity and profanity. What do we are we talking like okay over there what's the legal age for a kid to watch a rated R movie in Japan? 13?
I have no clue. 13, I guess.
Like you know like
You know
that's
what? You know
wild.
what? It's in the same category when you go through look at Crunchyroll's ratings. It's in
Uh-huh.
the same as One Piece, Naruto, um, a Haiku. Like it's in that same rating.
No,
But you
bro.
know what should it be in its? You know what's over it as far
What's
as
that?
like a higher age?
Uh-huh.
Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer is rating 16 plus over
Is it
this.
it's because of the blood in that show.
I
But this
guess.
show, they're like, oh, whatever. You know, like go
As
ahead
long
and
as
put
it's
a
not blood, it's all right.
go ahead and you know, go ahead and put a Victoria's Secret model as your villain. And that she wears like lingerie for armor. Like that's her armor.
Yeah.
I was just thinking that was just like who 14 I go you know because we always talk about like is
Yeah.
after we're done with the show watching it's like is this for kids or not, and I'm like no this ain't for kids, but then Japan's like nah bro you know like come on
Nah,
dude
bruh. Just be
yeah yeah,
cool, man. Come on, Sal.
yeah.
Be cool.
A little bit like stop being so you know
Yeah.
stop being
Stop being
so
such a Scrooge, man.
yeah. Let us have our fun.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Okay.
So, honestly, I did have my wife. I can't say it without saying it, but she did watch this with me because I did watch it and I
I'm
was like,
surprised you had her watch this one.
I made her watch it, dude. I was like, but I didn't know. Okay, so I didn't watch it. I watched it
Yeah.
twice. I watched it
Yeah.
once with her, not knowing. I go, look, you got to watch this because you know, Joe and I are doing we're doing February.
Not gonna start saying you the ratings before.
Dude, no, but even in then you go, you all you have to do is go, oh, it's for 14, ages 14
It's
and up. I'll
14,
go,
please.
okay, well then the wife won't have
I just
anything to
put
say about this.
I'll just put with wife, without wife.
That's the rating.
Yeah.
That's the rating. I would every now and then, like I would feel something kind of like happen in the show, and I'd look
Yeah.
over, and she'd just have a face. She'd just make a face like, like not the like a face of disapproval. It's just like,
Yeah.
no, this ain't. Nah,
Say it.
dog. Like that's a no from me. But she stuck it out. She stuck it out. She
Yeah.
sat there and she was just like, "What is it?" I heard her go, "What is this camera angle?" Like she said it under the. What is this camera angle? There was a couple of those.
Yeah, I was asking that too, man. I was
Like, what
like,
is this?
there's a lot of
Like
camera angles.
there's some camera angles. There's like for no reason too. It's like this isn't. I mean for probably what's the word, Joinder? You know it.
mature adult
For the
for an
adults.
otaku
Uh,
or
for the fan service. For the fan
for the fan
service of it all.
service. Yeah,
And I'm just like,
heavy on
yeah.
it.
I go, I kind of like explained it to her. I was like, yeah, they kind of do that sometimes for the viewer. It ain't for you, okay? It's barely for me. It's for kids who are 14 years old, okay? You're too
Yeah,
old to get
you're too old
it.
to get it.
14. Oh my gosh, dude.
Oh man.
Let's see here. I got some stuff. I could have swore he was saying Destiny. Destiny?
So here's the thing, real quick, because I watched this both subbed and dubbed,
Okay.
and so his name is Fudo Kun.
Mm-hmm.
He's the Red Power Ranger. Her name is Desumi, who is the Reaper, who's one of the girls for the organization Gecko. But when I
Mm-hmm.
watched it in the dubbed, I could hear him saying the names, but for some reason the subtitles on the dub
Mm-hmm.
would change. Like when she said his name Fudo, it pronounced it Vito. I had to like pause and go back. I was like, are they actually changing the name? I was like, no, she's saying Fudo. And when he said Desumi, it said Jesumi on
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
the subtitles. I was like,
Somebody,
who's editing these titles right subtitles right now because they're not giving
dude,
these names right.
I think honestly, I think they're using Google Translate, bro. I don't know if you
Probably.
get, you know how you could like speak into Google Translate
Yeah.
and it'll just spit out the different language.
This translation, yeah.
They're just like somebody's just like, hey, how are we gonna translate this? So like, dude, Google Translate will do it, and then but sometimes they don't say the name as clearly or the word as
Yeah.
clearly, and so it's gonna be translated incorrectly.
Yeah.
I bet that's what's happening here, man, because
Which
it
I
was the same
I
thing for Taxi, Odd Taxi, when they
oh
got
yeah, I'll taxi, yeah.
Otakawa,
Yeah.
Odakawa,
Oh
old
god.
Akawa, like
Oh the cow.
it
Three
was
different
translated.
states.
Yeah, like the
Yeah.
translation was different. Motokawa. I mean, like it
Yeah.
had all the different. I was like, there's some sort of like AI translation that's going on. It's just
Yeah.
listening to the translation, or even just the. It's listening to the English people say the word and they're saying it
Yeah.
really quickly, and then it
Yeah.
translates wrong. I don't know.
Which, if I was just a dub watcher, I would believe it because they're the freezing gelato rangers. So I would be like, they're Italian. Yeah, his name's Vito.
Oh snap! Yeah, I didn't even put that together. By the way, speaking of, the wife also was like, "What's the deal with the gelato?" Like as if I would know. Like, what? Why are they
Yeah,
named after gelato? And
gelato.
I was like, I don't know. That's just Japan doing Japan things.
Yeah,
Okay? You just gotta be. You just say yes. Just say.
just say yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like.
We gotta
Oh
be
my
yes man right
gosh.
now.
You got to be yes man like yes that
Yes,
he is red, he's strawberry. He's a strawberry
strawberry.
gelato. He's super sweet and very dangerous. So dangerous, dude.
So
Uh
dangerous.
let's see here. I love the fight scenes. I put that this fight scene though. I mean, they're legit doing it up.
They're duking it
It's
out.
They're duking it out. It's really funny because they sometimes they're like they seem like they're bare like in their like regular like scene to scene like conversations. They seem like they're barely drawn, you know, like they're like yeah, just like, you know, he's got a
Yeah,
head and she's got a, you know, and it's like it doesn't look like a whole lot of attention is being paid sometimes, so they're just
yeah,
like still shots. But then when they're
yeah.
fighting though, I'm like, oh snap,
Oh yeah, they're going at it. Yeah,
we're going at it and it looks really good. Like
yeah,
all the action looks like, oh, this is gonna be like
yeah,
you know, Mappa level, or you know, like really
yeah,
big studio level kind of like action here.
yeah. Big budget.
And big budget, yeah, but I was like, oh, they're just like spend most of their time on this the fight animation, and they're like, all right, let's just, you know, let's do the
They're
in-betweens.
saving time with the talking and using the rest for the fighting.
Yeah. It's the
Because they
way
do a lot of like back shots, kind of far away shots too. So
And I was that's that was the thing that I was trying to tell my wife too. It's like Oh, well, this is the kind of thing that happens where they're trying to, Joe Angel speaks to this kind of like they're trying to save time, and because they're doing this every week, they're having to animate or
Yeah,
illustrate a new one like every other week or whatever like that. And
yeah,
so they got to cut corners every now and then. And
yeah,
so they cut corners on some of these little transitions or try to
yeah. Or
animate a little
they'll
less.
reuse certain scenes too
Yeah,
throughout
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, yeah. You could pay attention and kind of see that kind of. Oh man, there was something I was just about to say. Let's see here. Oh, there was another thing. And so I go, the beginning scene, they're like sitting down in a valley or in a forest. It was a Japanese cherry blossom
yeah,
forest. And I go, she's like, oh, that's so beautiful. I go, yeah, cherry blossoms are such a big thing
yeah.
in anime. And she goes, you mean Japanese cherry blossoms are big in Japanese animation? And I go, oh snap. Like I just put it
It blew
together.
your mind.
I didn't know Japanese. That's why they're in everything. It's Japan, bro. Bro, whenever we write two
Oh my
piece,
god.
whenever we get AI to write two
Yeah,
piece, it's gonna be mesquite trees everywhere. Just
mesquite trees.
mesquite trees. Not as
All
pretty.
Texas.
Not not as pretty. I was like, oh yeah, because I just be like, oh, cherry blossoms everywhere. No,
Yeah.
Japanese cherry blossoms, you big dummy. Oh snap!
Oh man.
I just woke up. I just woke up.
Just woke up.
I was in the Matrix the whole time, bro.
The
And
whole
then
time.
they unplugged me, and I was like, oh, I know kung fu. Uh, let's see here. We hadn't even talked about this show yet. I got some stuff. Her outfit is wild. Let's see here. Hey yo, there's some ladies on this opening credit scene. Let's see here. Some of this stuff I can't read. Is that Santa or the Colonel or Gilbert Einstein? Uh, this show was legit funny, man. Like there was some like
Yeah.
beats that like whoever wrote this and created this and animated it, they even the missus thought it was like there was some funny. She like laughed out loud on some parts, and I was
Yeah.
like, um. Oh yeah, she thought this was funny. Like there was a part where I think they're coming to the Gelato Five and
Yeah.
Gecko are about to go at it, and they do for like a second. They duke it out for like maybe like 2 or 3 seconds, and then eventually like immediately the bear, I forget his name, Culverin
Get handled.
Bear. Yeah, Culverin gets handled, and
Coven. Yeah.
he's being carried out by his henchmen. He's like, retreat, we're done. Like immediately, like so fast. And I thought that
Yeah.
was like that's like a really like funny and well timed joke that is like told well in this
Yeah.
the animated medium. So that was really funny. I loved all these oh gosh. What is this? Maybe I should have read some of my notes here. I love the I can't read this. Oh, I said I don't know what he sees in her. That was just a joke I had for myself, you know. I don't know what he sees in her.
I don't know what he
I don't
sees.
know. Maybe he sees what he sees. That's what he's into.
He did say love at first sight.
Love that he did say love at first sight. Let's see here. Her intro, like when she comes, cause so we start with we did that Quentin Tarantino thing.
Yeah.
They start where they're like trying to hold hands.
Yeah.
That's also a great hilarious scene too because he's like, research
Yeah.
studies have shown that people who hold hands grow some sort of affection for each other or something like
He's
that.
got to
And
be hanging out with Kenichi because he's getting all these textbooks and
yeah,
all this research material.
he's watching YouTube videos how to riz girls.
Yeah.
And and then she's like, "No, we can't hold hands," because they were really close. And then he's like,
Yeah.
and his response was, "But my research,
So,
like,
my research.
what about the research that I put
The
into
proven
holding
research.
hands?" Yeah, that was hilarious. I thought that was super funny. Let's see here. What kind of gelato would you be showing? They had uh those were all
It
Gelatos. Like
was
I
it
go
was
strawberry.
strawberry, soda,
Uh-huh.
lemon,
Lemon.
peach, and
Uh-huh.
pistachio. Which, by the
Soda
way,
soda is not a gelato, bro. Soda is not a gelato. It's a drink.
it's a drink. Oh, man. Which,
What were
by
you
the
gonna
way,
say
I
about
did.
uh,
I learned this being what it was. I did learn some things like
mhm.
I never knew pistachio was the flavor of peace.
Yeah,
Because in
yeah,
their
like
intro,
he
they're
says,
saying their name. There's like Amfudo, strawberry gelato, a flavor of justice, and then
yeah,
soda
yes.
is the flavor of courage, lemon is the flavor of life, peach is the flavor of love, and then the Green Ranger, he's all like, "I'm pistachio, the flavor of peace."
It is nonsense, Jojo. That's just something they just made it up. They were like,
Just made it.
well,
I
we
would
like
like,
this. You couldn't be the Red Ranger. You can't do that. So they're like, well, what else are we? What can we attribute these colors that we've like obviously like they probably got into some copyright infringement
yeah,
things like, okay, we got to change the names. We can't just be the Red Ranger and the Green Ranger. We got to be like I'm like pistachio green,
yeah,
like
pistachio.
they were just trying to make some stuff up. Also blue because blue doesn't make any sense. I was like soda. Like because
Soda, club
on
soda.
their weapons or on their belts, you could see like that he has a little strawberry on his
Yeah,
sword, and but then they got to the soda one, and I was like, and I was trying to guess it out. I was like, okay, that's peach or lemon or whatever like
yeah.
that. But I was like, that is that a can of soda? Is that his?
I was
I
assuming
don't
because
know.
they're like twin daggers. So, but I'm
Yeah.
guessing the handles like soda. I'm not sure.
Have you ever had gelato?
I have no idea, honestly.
Okay, well, let's just say it's not as dangerous as the anime makes it seem. Okay, get you and don't get any of these flavors. These are not the kind
None
of
of those
gelatos
flavors.
you want. No, get you a stracciatella. Get you a stracciatella. It's vanilla, chocolate flakes, dark chocolate. It's delicious, man. They're doing they're not doing gelato justice in this thing, man. But they are handing out some gelato justice.
Oh
There's a
yeah,
scene. There's a scene in here. uh, the Colonel is watching watching Red.
yeah,
He's watching Big Red work out,
yeah.
and he's eating ice cream. And
He's just chilling there, just
he's just he's chilling
it's
there
just like
watching
yeah,
Fudo like work out and eating ice cream. And Fudo, by the way, is like shirtless. And I'm like,
yeah.
not today, Diddy. You ain't gonna do it. You
Today
ain't nice try, Diddy, but it ain't gonna
we
happen.
ain't got no baby
This
oil here.
that's probably what his gelato was probably baby oil flavored. I was
Oh,
like,
man.
I looked over and I saw once again, I saw my wife looking. And she makes this face like, what is happening? I go, I
Yeah.
don't know either. This is not. You should not be eating ice cream and
Here,
licking it like the way
watch
he's
this.
just like licking it.
Yeah,
Nah, bro. Nah, not at the
wide
gym,
eyed
dude.
too.
You, yeah, wide eyed. Hey, that man he's taking notes. You know what I'm saying? Like he's
Yeah,
just like mental pictures.
yeah.
Let's see here. Let's see here. Let's see here. He says, so yeah, Big Red comes to the Colonel and tells him like, hey, there's this girl. And like the Colonel's a real one. He's like, you know what?
Yeah.
Go get her, like whoever
Go
she
get it.
is,
Like,
because
who said
love
you
makes
can't be in
you,
love because you're a hero?
yeah, you can have love, okay, like, but not knowing that she is part of the enemy, Gecko.
Of the ops. She's the
Yeah,
ops.
but she's the ops, and the colonel also given too much information. He's like, I wonder, if she's a nurse because I'm kind of into nurses too. And I was like, hey, yo, dude,
Chip
don't.
off the old block right there.
I like take it easy, Colonel.
Get
Take
it
it easy,
easy.
bro.
Which
Um,
I think this anime does is gonna go into that question that everybody always has: can a superhero be in love in a relationship? Because of all the movies we've seen, it's like every time they get into a relationship or have a love interest, it's always that's always comes back to bite them in the butt. Like with the latest Spider-Man, no, was it No Way Home? Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
where he had to give everything up because the world was going to be destroyed, and it's just like it's all that's always that question of can a superhero be in love without there being any kind of like ramifications?
I do love that this part of the story, or this that idea of like them being on opposite teams too. Like it's not just like can a superhero find love? It's like can a superhero find love with the enemy? Like with the not just the enemy. She's like a certified baddie in more ways than one. Um, she's like she's a villain. She's a villain. She's the what did they call her? The Reaper Princess.
The Reaper Princess, yeah,
Dangerous, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like that's some real danger right there.
dangerous.
And they are like well matched. Like hand-to-hand combat, I don't
Yeah,
think either one of them really best each other a little bit. Like they're able to like hold their own in battle, but um I mean, yeah, it is interesting that concept. I love the concept. You
yeah,
know, like you're saying, can you find love, but also can you find love with the opposition, the
yeah.
ops.
That's
It's that it's a
like
little
I said,
it's
it
a
does
it
have that. It's that little Romeo and
Romeo
Juliet esque, like the was it the Montclairs? Is that right? No, who was it?
Montclair's no, it was the
And let's see.
boo
I think it starts with the M.
oh
I know it starts with the M.
Mama Claire's. No, I'm just kidding.
Montclair's.
Man, boo the
So did she? This the
Monsanto. No, I'm getting
Monsanto.
there. No, that's not it. That's the chemical company. Oh
It's a
man, you know
chemical
what?
company.
Put it in the chat.
Yeah.
Put it.
Did the
People.
wife figure get any of this out? Did she get any
She
like
did.
little
I
Romeo and
think.
Juliet? Because I know she's
Yeah, but
big
she.
into literature stuff.
Yeah, and she would have been all about it, but I think she just made the whole Romeo and
Minus
Juliet
the
connection.
yeah yeah
Yeah, minus the lingerie.
minus the minus the lingerie. Minus the secrets.
Minus all the secrets and the mace that she carries around.
Yeah. Montagues,
Uh
that's what it is.
Montague's
Montagues
nice. Solid.
and the Capulets.
The
Yes.
Capulets. Yeah, that's exactly what this
Yeah.
is. There's some it is they have a couple like funny things, their interactions that they have with each other. Like they almost get caught, like because they're just sitting in a meadow and then
Yeah.
some guy comes up on her or one of the opposition comes up on them and she has to like pretend like oh snap and she just dukes him up, you know what I'm saying? She puts them
Yeah.
hands on her, you know what I'm saying? She gives her like
Put them
39
hands.
punches, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like
She does that
the
Mr.
business.
Miyagi.
Yeah, she did that. Oh, what's that?
uh,
Ip Man. She gave him the Ip Man punches. You know,
yeah,
saying
she
blah, blah,
get the
blah, blah,
Ip Man punches. Yeah.
worked them up, and then she makes a switch. She makes a switch from like,
Yeah.
we're good guy, bad guy,
Yeah.
and like even her face looks funny when she's taking off. She goes,
Yeah.
"We'll meet again," and then she says,
Mhm.
"Well, maybe the
Maybe
day
tomorrow
after tomorrow." Like,
afternoon.
yeah, like a
Yeah.
little like
Yeah.
they setting up a little like a date or something like that. But
Yeah.
the way they put it, it's really funny. Like kind of the situational humor that they're able to like squeeze out of it is pretty
Yeah.
hilarious.
It's
Um,
almost like a sneaky link,
yeah,
as the
yeah.
kids would say.
The sneaky link, bro. Write that down. It's is that another one of them Kansas? You just making up.
Them Kansas things.
Yeah, it's one of them Kansas things. I think that's about all I got about this show. Oh, you know what else I liked is the I like this watercolor outro. Like
Oh
the
yeah,
it looks really cool. It looks really well done. It's like
she has
and
clothes
they
on.
don't yeah, she has clothes on. They look like regular people. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
She does actually own a pair of pants. It's okay, I'm getting a reconnecting spinning wheel.
Yeah.
Okay, we're back in. We're back on.
All right, we're good.
All right, but that's about all I got.
Yeah.
Unless you got some things. Did I miss
All
anything? What did I miss? Was there anything
right.
that you liked in the show that I didn't say?
They ripped off the Lion King in the beginning because he got Simba playing in the middle until he runs up on his dad getting yeeted by Scar because they're in the middle on the top, having their, and then it zooms over
Oh, that's right. That's right.
into the ditch, and the ops are fighting each other.
Hmm.
Like they're just
Yeah,
duking it
yeah,
out
yeah.
while they're up there just having a little date.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was pretty funny too. The and he like they even go back to when they're having the conversation. I got a little confused at first because they started at the end and came back to
Yeah,
the beginning or when they met and stuff. And then he just
yeah,
calls her out and he's like,
yeah,
y'all take care of everybody else. She's mine. I'm gonna
yeah.
I'm gonna fight her.
She's
And I'm
mine.
like,
Yeah, I'm a
yeah, I'm a handler.
yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, sure you are, buddy. I see how it is. You know, say like
Hey, it's just like Scooby Doo when Fred sent everybody else away, and he said Daphne will come with me.
I know them moves. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't
I
slick.
know
You know
that
what I'm
move.
saying? Like he'd be like, so so you come around here often, you know what I'm saying? Like,
You destroyed buildings often around here.
you know what I'm saying? Let's go get some ice cream, you know what I'm saying? Me and you, girl, you
Yeah.
know. Uh let's see here. That's about it. Oh, I did write this down. You might have to bleep this out though. I go, this is what happens at those freak off parties. I, I think I said that about Big Gelato, Professor Big
Big
Gelato when he
gelato.
was when he was watching Red Gelato
Watch
work
food.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, hey, take it easy, bro.
Take it easy. Well, let's take it easy with some of these facts, guys. So,
Yeah, boy.
this, of course, started off as a manga, and it was written by Hiroshi Noda, and it was illustrated by Takahiro Wakamatsu. So, it's a dual team, a writer and an illustrator. So,
Nice.
they both worked on this, and this came out in Monthly Shonen Magazine from October 2019 all the way till November of 2022. So it is a completed story. It has about 6 manga volumes that you can buy if you want to read it. It's a completed story, and thus the anime came out in April 20, 2022 and ran all the way till June of 2022. So it's a total of 12 episodes right now.
It felt new. It felt new.
Yeah.
I thought I was like, this is
Yeah, like
a
when it
newer
started, like
anime.
the animation was pretty clean and crisp.
Hmm. Hmm.
Nothing real too crazy about it.
It looked good, and I think I want to say
Yeah,
that we were both impressed.
yeah,
Even my wife, who doesn't really watch anime at all, she was just like,
yeah,
"Oh yeah, that looks nice." She was the cherry blossoms. That looks cool.
yeah,
Like sweet.
yeah.
Also, by the way, a writing duo. Something for us to keep in mind. Maybe I write two piece and you illustrate it.
And I illustrated it.
But here's the thing, I can imagine though, like this is what happens with this show. These guy, one guy writes it, the other guy illustrates it, and he's like, "All right, let's do this." But he's drawing like scantily clad ladies, like. So I'm gonna come back to you. Hey, Joe, I wrote two piece, and then
Yeah.
and you go now you draw it, and then you're gonna draw us scantily clad, bro.
Yeah.
Like both of us look like Victoria's Secret models.
Your secret models.
Like what? That's not kind of. I don't think that's what I had in mind. Like, like how do you work that out? How do you work that
Bro,
out?
I
I
just
don't
came back
know.
from Fashion Week. I got a ton of ideas.
That's exactly it. So you and I, it's the story about us looking for the perfect piece of chicken, and then you're like, Say no more, fam. Okay.
Say the word, fam.
Okay. You're
Oh,
you're in. I'm in.
yeah.
All right. Go on. Go on.
Oh man. Oh man. All right. Well, so it was all that. It was produced by Project Studio Number Nine. Shay does some a few things. We do have. So I will say, it was funny that you mentioned Go Go Lose Ranger earlier
Mm-hmm.
because Fudo does turn into a villain later on because the Japanese voice actor voices
Spoilers.
Foot Member D from Go Go
Uh,
Loser Rangers. He
nice,
voices like the
nice.
MC in Go Go Loser Rangers.
That's wild. I mean,
So it
like,
might be like this might be his future.
and this is the origin story.
Yeah,
We're gonna watch the show. He is probably they have a relationship. Then she breaks up with him, and he's like, you know what?
yeah.
Forget about it, dude.
Going villain mode.
I'm going. Yeah, I'm going. I'm going
This is my
villain
villain
mode.
arc. He
Exactly.
went Sasuke.
That's what happens. That's what happens. You know, some little Philly breaks your heart, and
Yeah, yeah.
now you gotta
Now
you
you
get
got a
rid of
vengeance.
now you
Yeah.
don't like ice cream no more. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No, no ice cream, man. I melted everybody's
mhm.
ice cream.
That's his superpower now.
uh, let's see what. Uh, that's about it. Nothing really uh too crazy. I will say I did watch this both sub and dub.
Hmm.
Uh, not wasn't really too crazy for me. I will say Fudo does sound a little bit more kind of uh what do you call it? Too
Flat
kind of not flat. It was more like gimmicky.
superhero.
Like he tried to make him too like more like a little bit too superhero. Like whenever
Yeah,
you
yeah,
be
yeah.
like do like hey do a superhero impression, you're always like oh yeah
Yeah, yeah,
that
yeah,
kind of like that kind of tone. Kind of
yeah.
like what they gave him in the English versus as in the Japanese dub. Those that was a little bit different. But other than that,
I
overall, like I didn't really have a problem with the English dub.
I watched it two times, but I watched it both times in the dub. And I had some stuff to say about our last one, I had in Sun, and how some of the voice acting I thought could have been better in the dub.
Yeah,
I felt like this one was very like successful in like the
yeah,
delivery. Like I liked her voice a lot. She was
yeah,
kind of she had this kind of a bit of a gravel to it whenever she was
yeah,
like kind of being menacing and stuff, and they really
yeah.
like go in on it. I'm like, but
She
I
had a
just wonder
Batman
about
voice.
she did she got that Christian Bale, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That I've been smoking cigarettes kind of,
Where is he?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Hold my hand. But so I thought they sounded really like into the anime. It made me think though,
Yeah,
like if it's with my like our American kind of minds and the way we perceive somebody, because a lot of times these actors will like put a voice to the character, uh,
yeah,
and sometimes the character is just drawn for them, and they're like, all right, this person is like, you know, they're probably they give them probably the character like they are angry or they
yeah,
are and they give them all the background. And I don't know, I don't technically know how this works because I remember watching something and this voice actor was talking about like how he just saw the character and they just like and he just tried to make a voice that matched the
yeah,
characters like the way they looked. This
yeah,
is different though because the voice actor, I'm guessing they hear the original voice
yeah,
and then they have to uh kind of I don't know, translate. I wonder if that's how it
yeah.
works. If you hear the voice, if I were to hear the voice originally in the sub and I go, all right, should I be doing an impression of this or should I be doing what it sounds like?
Think it'll with that. I think it depends on the voice actor themselves. Cause I think
Hmm.
sometimes if because like I said, sometimes some of this stuff that isn't simulcast but does get an English dub, the English dub comes later on. So sometimes maybe the voice actor has already seen it, or depending on how they feel about the role, maybe they'll go and watch the subs.
Hmm.
to see how the Japanese voice actor portrayed it, just to see what kind of feel that they had and stuff. But I think all that just goes up to the voice actor and their preparedness for the role.
I'd love to, one day you and I could like interview a like an American dub
The voice actor,
voice actor, like an
yeah,
anime American,
anime
just
me exclusive.
yeah, an anime exclusive where we just talk to somebody and like, and I could just ask him, hey, what is it? How does it feel to make all those anime lady noises?
Have you ever heard of Arahin?
Yeah, have you ever heard? Literally have you ever heard of it? Because nobody has.
Yeah.
Because in this
uh,
in this show, by the way, real quick, the Reaper Princess, I'm gonna call her Destiny because that's how I know her. Mama call her Destiny. I call her Destiny. She she has a couple of these scenes where they make those, them like
yeah.
non-verbals, those weird non-verbals that
Yeah.
are just kind of like it's a little sensual
Yeah.
for a 14-year-old to be watching. I don't know. Maybe I'm just
A little
immature.
bit too
All right, go
much.
on.
Uh,
A little too much.
but well, I haven't really confirmed this yet, but I did see it in my research. I think her Destiny's kind of character design, as far as the face half of her design,
Okay.
I think was some loosely based off Spider Gwen, like with her short hair and kind of her facial features. I
I
saw that.
kind of,
I haven't confirmed it yet, but I did see
hmm
that when I was researching.
as I was watching it, there was one scene where she like turns around and it's just her face looking over her own shoulder, and I go, this character drawing, I go, looks like
Familiar.
familiar in a way
Yeah.
that maybe that's what it is that I'm catching.
Yeah.
I can kind of, if I'm imagining both of their faces, I think they both have blonde hair.
Yeah.
I'd like
Kind
to
of
see
that
it.
blonde kind of shortcut.
Yeah, the side by side. I wonder.
Yeah.
Not the rest of her, Joe Angel.
Yeah.
There are some. This just, like, I don't know. I don't know how many people are animating these shows. Like, I wonder how many people are seeing this and are drawing and have like the say and who's editing. And I have no idea. I would love to like stand in a studio and see them kind of like produce. I watched the thing and I really want to watch this. I don't know if it's a documentary or what, but it's about Miyazaki
Yeah.
and some of his like animation and illustration stuff that he works on. There's a scene. Maybe I sent it to you? You sent it to me, and how he like animates this one scene where it's just commotion, and this crowd is trying to get out of a city because there's explosions, and it's almost as if they're trying to escape like a war, and he animates and illustrates every single person running in and out, and they're all moving, and they all have like they're all being paid attention to.
Mm-hmm.
And in there, he's like, they're watching it. He's watching it with the rest of his team. And the team is like, it's so funny. One of the animators is like, you could just see he's just so tired. And
Yeah.
and Miyazaki goes, that scene took them like a year or
Yeah.
like a half a year to illustrate and animate.
Yeah.
And the guy goes, it's so like one of the animators goes, it's so short. And
Yeah.
Miyazaki goes, yeah, but it was so worth it. And then
Yeah.
the animator kind of looked at him like, huh? Like,
What?
you sure about that, dog?
You
Like,
sure about that, man?
it was worth your
Look at my
whole what?
gelato. It's gone now. It's all on the floor.
It's melted. Okay. I didn't even have a chance to. I didn't even know if I like strawberry gelato. Probably not.
Oh man. Ooh.
But
Let's see whether we like it or not with this guac talk.
you know, ooh, I'm shaking my whole setup over here, dog, because I'm
Got to shake it
shaking.
up.
I gotta shake things up here. Let's walk talk this bad boy. I mean, I once again, this toes the line of it's not what would we call this? Is it like it's not slice of life, it's kind of slice of life, but it's not.
So it's kind of listed as rom com superhero. Um, it does have a little bit of slice of life aspect
Yeah.
as far as their dating relationship because it's about them. Like it does show them in their perspective scenes of Power Ranger fighting and stuff like that, but also goes behind that where it's just her at her place. It's him working out, figuring out his feelings. Like, and then it's just those scenes where they're just talking to each other as couples do. So it has those little aspects of slice of life, but I think the main genre would be rom com and superhero. It is listed as a shonen though too, so which is probably why it has that 14 plus rating.
Okay, okay. Well, so like, okay, I almost wanna I'm gonna bring up Aharen a little bit. Okay, just because it's still fresh on the mind here, but
Fresh
like
on the mind.
fresh on the mind. When I watch a show or a movie that has anything to do with a love interest, so a relationship, I always want to try to connect the dots of like, well, would this relationship be real? Like, are
Yeah.
we if you want me to believe that these two
Yeah.
are in love, show me why they're in love. And at first I'm like, this fool, like he says, "Oh, I love you." And I'm like, "Why do you love her?" Like, do you really love her? But then they cover their tracks or they make it believable for me because he Facebook stalks her. He like social media
Yeah.
stalks her. And he
But she
starts to
calls him
look.
out on it too. She calls him a creep.
Yeah, I mean, you got to be a little creepy
Yeah.
to, find out about a lady and find out what she likes and what she likes
Yeah.
to read and all these kind of things and see if you have anything in common. And I think that's the thing that they do really well in the show is that he establishes that maybe he has some interest in her. Maybe it's her outfit. Initially, it's just, I like your style, and then
Yeah.
but then he looks her up and he's like, I kind of like everything that you do. Like, I'm into what you're into.
Yeah.
And would you be into me if that's something that you're into? And they kind of like they flesh that out for me enough for me to go, okay, like give me a reason to, believe this a little bit. Give
Yeah.
me a reason to believe that he actually is into her. And they do that really well. Um, I there's a lot of things that they do really well. The comedy is pretty good. The way it's drawn, it's really, I love that. I love the music. I love a lot of these things that happen in the show that just kind of, lead me to believe that I could find myself watching more of this. You also said there's what, 13 episodes?
12.
12 episodes. Psh,
Yeah.
I only have
Halfway through right
I
now.
mean, I mean, at least what's let's say that one, two, three.
One,
Yeah,
two, three.
I'm
Yeah.
about 75% done, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like this is good numbers, good numbers. Um, and so yeah, it does a lot for me. I wonder if it was just because this one's hot off the heels of Ahedin that I was kind
Yeah.
of like, I was a little down on just because of just some
The
of it. I
visuals.
guess the visuals maybe. It also this show is funnier than that show. I will say
Yeah.
that. I feel that at least.
The comedy
It's
hit more on this show for you.
yeah, just a little bit more for me, and maybe there was some even some American like references that were made in the show, and I was kind of like. Well, maybe they just know who I am. You know what I'm saying? Like this anime
Yeah.
knows me, dog. It knows what I need to hear.
Figured me out.
It figured me out. It's got the algorithm. They figured me out. Um, but yeah. I mean, tell me I'm off base here. Where are you landing on this? Did you enjoy?
uh,
Did you watch more
yeah.
of this? Did you?
Yeah, like I think I'm on episode 6 or 7.
Okay.
Uh, but I do like this like the story where it's at right now where I'm at with it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, so it does cover 5 of my favorite things, which
Mm-hmm.
is Power Rangers. Love Power Rangers.
Love it.
It's got and it's anime Power Rangers. It's anime. It's animated.
Love it.
Love that. It's a rom com. Love that.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
It's a little slice of lifey. Love that.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
And uh, it
mm-hmm.
goes along the line of the just the randomness of Power Rangers of just
Yeah.
picking stuff and being like, all right, this is gonna be the colors this season. This is where we're going based off cars,
Yeah.
dinosaurs, animals, gelato. Like this is what we're doing this season.
Okay, dude. There you Joe Angel. Joe Angel, why did we just start with this? Help me out here, dog. I didn't I didn't I didn't watch Power Rangers growing up. Like it was
Yeah,
around, everybody else was watching Power Rangers and I was like, "Nah, they're not even punching each other. I'd rather watch a Bruce Lee movie." So I was kind of like down on
yeah,
the Power Rangers. It's like, I'd rather be watching
yeah.
like kung fu movies. And so that's what I did while everybody else was watching Power Rangers. And when my wife goes, "Why gelato?" And I'm like, I don't know, because it's Japanese and they just doing things, you know what I'm saying? But
Just be
yes, it
doing
has
things.
to be based off like yeah, if they're like I forget that the Power Rangers are based off of dinosaurs or like animals or something like that. Like if you're a
Yeah,
part of a fighting group,
yeah,
like I want to say even Captain Planet, they're all
yeah.
based off of like planet
The
or like the
elements. Yeah,
Earth, the elements, yeah. And
yeah.
so they all have their thing. And you just blew my mind, dude. I didn't even think about like why gelato. I was like, well, it's like a theme. They have a
Yeah,
theme, and it's silliness. I guess it's just silliness
yeah,
too, right? Like
yeah.
you
Because
broke
you
the
never know.
show
Because
open for
sometimes
me.
they're like they'll go back and rehash themes like the so the original Power Rangers in America were dinosaurs. Then they had the Zeo, they had the ninjas, they had Turbo with the cars, they
Hmm.
had Galaxy and all this other stuff. But they go like there's only so many things to they'll go and rehash and just give it different titles. So like even though Turbo had cars, there's still RPM, which is cars as well. There's one where they're in space that had like spaceships. Um, even so, that's even just with that. What is based off Sentai's, they have a lot more stuff too when it comes to Super Sentai, which is what the Power Rangers is based on. Super Sentai has a lot more uh, variations of the Power Rangers and stuff.
Okay, yeah. And so them doing this based off of gelato is just kind of being silly. They're just like,
Yeah, it's just
let's,
like, what haven't we done yet? Do we want to rehash something or come up with something new? Let's just come up with something new.
yeah. And they did ice
Probably
cream.
somebody probably walked in with gelato and be like, yes, that's what we're
Yeah.
doing.
Let's see. I gotta write something down, like, and just like
Yeah,
looking around, like,
yeah.
let's see here. Shoe, ice cream.
She- she-
Yeah. Let's see here. I also that saxophone. There's a
Right.
solo saxophone solo at the beginning of this show. I love the music. I love the intro. I
Yeah.
think it's really catchy, really fun. Um, and then they had a little right before the show starts. There's like a little bitty, like a 5 second saxophone solo, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, dog,
Yeah.
you get me with that saxophone, dog." You know what I'm saying?
Every
Like,
time.
we don't have enough saxophone in. I'll leave it. I'll send it to you. We could put it in maybe on our anime. But there's a guy that
Yeah.
he adds saxophone solos to
Saxophones.
songs. Have you ever seen this
Yeah.
guy? Have you seen this
I
dude?
haven't seen it. Is
You
it the
got
same guy that does the meme saxophone? The
uh, the little turtle, the turtle. No, not the same guy. Not the same guy. But they might know each other. I mean, there's not very many saxophone
anybody
guys to be like, "Hey, us
no.
saxophone guys got to stick together."
Together, we're gonna make. Hey, they're gonna be the next Power Rangers.
Right? Oh, dude, that's the next one. If they're Power Rangers and they're like a band, is that been
Yeah.
done? That's gotta have been done. Has that been done? There's a guitar
I don't
player,
know. I gotta look it
drummer,
up.
a
Yeah.
keyboard player, a lead singer. Like, dude, that's
Saxophone.
if that hasn't happened, Joe Angel, there's our second anime that we're writing. We're writing
Second
Two
anime right there.
Piece, and we're writing, Power Rangers,
Power Rangers.
the band,
The band.
making the band. I like the show, man. I honestly do. I think it's funny. I think it's fun. It's playful. It's silly. It's you know, it does a lot of things. I don't know if if you can watch it, you know, in public. There's,
Uh,
did you watch it
out,
in public?
so far, you do see her wear clothes later on, so
Oh, snap. Yeah.
it's not always scantily. So
Okay. Well, cause see, it said on there, 14 plus, and then it said
yeah,
nudity and
nudity
profanity.
and profanity.
I don't think I remember hearing any profanity, and I don't think I heard any or saw any nudity.
Yeah,
So I was like, I think they're just, it's
trying to cover
guided.
themselves. So yeah,
Mm-hmm,
because
mm-hmm.
like I said, where I'm at, I haven't seen anything really to hit those
Uh-huh.
marks, but I'm only halfway there, so who knows? Maybe towards the end.
So my wife goes, yeah, she goes, you're gonna find out that this is the smut in Japanese culture, and you're just consuming it like it's regular TV. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So you go to Japan and you go,
yeah.
"Hey, have you seen Love After World Domination?" And it's like, "That's inappropriate. How dare you?" Like
How dare you?
that that
You don't say
belongs.
that name in public.
Yeah, like you're gross. That goes in the back room with the curtain, and there's
Yeah,
all inappropriate books and videos, and that's
yeah.
where that's where this show
That's where
goes.
it's at.
And we're just watching it like Saturday
Yeah.
morning cartoons here in America. Like, oh, I love
Yeah.
this. Maybe, maybe.
Maybe
One out of help me rate this here.
1 out of 5 gelatos. How many are you eating?
How many gelatos am I taking down? I'm definitely, let's see here. You gotta try stracciatella. You
Mm.
gotta, and I'm putting that on the list. Get you a mint if you like mint, and they make a chocolate mint that's also really good. Jointer, you gotta find somebody that does gelato in your town. It's not like regular ice
I'm
cream,
pretty sure
okay?
in the town I live in, there I know there's one. I just haven't been to it yet.
There's one. There's a gelateria around there somewhere, bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give this a solid. I'll go 3 and 3/4. 3 and 3/4. I'm, that's like, I'm gonna be, you know, uh, I can be close to 4 out of 5, but I'm going 3 and 3/4. I'm gonna leave a little
Yeah.
space there because there are these things, these anime lady noises, and some of the drawings that like I can't watch out loud. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, or it might be tough to be like, hey Sal, like give me a good anime to watch. And I'm
To
like,
watch.
you need to watch Love After World Domination. And
Do
then
you own a
someone's gonna
closet?
you know what, just like be careful. Be careful. You don't want to end up like Diddy, bro. You know what I'm saying?
You don't want
Like
to end up like Diddy, man.
I'm just saying like this man doing wrong things and it started with this show. It started with this show. But I enjoy it. I think will I continue to watch it? I don't know. I have a lot more of the shows. So but I will, you know what? But I will have some ice cream though.
We'll have some ice cream, dog.
Something sweet. You know what I'm saying? Something sweet.
Something sweet. And you know what's sweet? That you can give us those likes and those shares and those recommendations, guys, because we need those to watch these shows. Let us know what your favorite gelato flavor is in the comments, too, guys, because I haven't tried gelato yet. So I need some recommendations for sure about what to try. Uh, for show. Also, let us know if you like this anime, if you've seen this anime, and if you think it is recommendable to the audience that Crunchyroll has given. What would you rate this? Let us know
Yeah.
that. What would you
Oh yeah,
rate
there you go. There you
this?
go. That's a good question.
How would you rate this anime, guys? Let us know in those comments. Also, let us know how much you're liking this podcast by, as I said, by giving us likes, shares, and also going to visit us at our website, anime-me.com, where you can find a list of all our episodes. You can find the links to all the socials and podcasts and platforms, and where you can buy your own Anime Me pod shirt, guys. Because we are still in this year, guys, and you still need some clothes. We still need some drip, and we need to get this girl some drip too, guys.
Yes, you know what? If
for
you
sure.
find yourself in some lingerie, just buy yourself a
Yeah,
shirt, an anime me shirt.
but an
It'll
anime shirt.
it'll cover up all that inappropriateness.
Cover it up. No. You'll be able to go out in public. All right, guys. Well, with that, I've been Joey with my co-host Al, and we will see you on the next one. It is
Peace.
これはアニメミーでした。これから帰国の旅を始めます。ご清聴ありがとうございました。
I don't know.
it's the door you don't want to go through.
Don't go through the door,
Don't go
Salvador.
through those doors.
Salvador. Let's see here. What else can we talk about, Joe Angel? Let me
uh,
I need to reset my mind here. Oh gosh. Let's
love
talk
after
about
world domination.
we can, you know what, Joe
Let's talk
Angel.
about the fact that it's about to be cold again in like 2 weeks.
Dude, hey, you know, I know we're like only 2 months into this, the longest year ever.
Yeah,
It doesn't help that it's like the weather's crazy.
going crazy. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
it
Because
re
I saw a forecast where they're talking about it swinging back through. It's like, all right, it's gonna come all the way down towards Texas. Like, this will be the snowy parts. This will be like the cold weather parts. But then off to the side, they're like, oh yeah, but California is still gonna be like super hot.
yeah, dude.
So it's like it's almost like the opposite of like how Texas usually all hot. Like that cold is starting to seep down into Texas, but California is just like, nah, you're in
N
the heater right now.
I mean, it was, on fire just recently.
Yeah,
So the weather's crazy. I don't know what's going on.
crazy.
And this morning it was like freezing, and then
Yeah,
now it's like boiling hot outside. Like
yeah, I know.
it was like 30, and then now it's like 80. That,
Yeah, it's been
that,
like cloudy over here this whole week.
yeah.
Like, but it's been like cool, like kind of like summer cool. It's got a breeze. Hasn't been too hot. Like I was able to, like I was wearing some shorts this week at work, but I was just like, man, I'm go back to wearing pants and being cold.
You know what? I wonder, like maybe Luca being traded has something to do with it. I don't know. I mean, like it seemed to
Oh
have,
man, dude.
just take everything from Texas. We don't,
If this year wasn't crazy enough,
it's like having tacos be traded for hamburgers, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like you
I don't think
can't.
that wasn't on anybody's bingo card this year.
It was not, dude. It was not, man. Like I'm waiting for some other. I mean, we talk about like all the things that happen and all the
Yeah,
disasters, and I don't want to be too light about this, but it really messed some people up, man. I have a friend that
yeah.
he ain't sleeping well. He's like, dude, I'm like, what's the matter, man? He's like, I can't believe it, man. He's gone, dude. He's gone.
He's gone.
It was you mean Luca?
Luka.
Luca, who's gone? Like your dad or something like that? No,
Yeah,
Luca.
no,
Luca,
Luka
a basketball player. All right, bro.
gone.
All right, bro.
He's out there.
Okay, he out. We
But
out here.
I think even Michael Parsons tweeted what's going on in Dallas. So it's like,
I mean, honestly, with Jerry Jones being wild and doing
yeah,
whatever he wants, or not doing anything,
yeah.
and then Mavericks doing their thing. I mean, what's next? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's next? We're gonna get rid of. I mean, actually, they might
Get rid of Dr. Pepper. I mean, come on,
get rid
that's
of.
a staple.
I mean, I don't want to get too political, but we might be gone too, Joe Angel. I mean, like, I might be.
Maybe.
You and I might be getting traded for
We're
absolutely
gonna have
nothing.
this podcast might be recorded in sepia tones.
Yeah, boy. It is a different color down there, bro. It's a different color.
Different color.
Little toasty.
If any movie taught me anything, is that it's a different color down there.
Definitely a different color over here, down there, over there. The Middle East
Over
is a
there,
different color. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, we gotta learn who the president of the United States is. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause they start
Uh,
asking questions. You know what I'm saying? Get my American history game up. You know what I'm
American
saying?
history. Which I don't know how good it is with public education.
It ain't great. Not with Texas public. You be like, who was the 39th president? I'm like,
I don't know, but I can tell you how to cook a brisket.
that might save you, actually. You know what I'm saying? That might save. So I can
Say
give me about
everybody.
everybody knows how to make some. I know how to make a hamburger, like a smash burger. Everybody know you got to know how to make a smash burger because it's in right now. You know what I'm saying? It's the most
Oh
American
yeah,
thing.
it's the most.
Learn how to use your what is that grill that everybody's got? Learn how to use that
uh,
grill.
Blackstone.
A Blackstone.
Blackstone.
Get you
Yeah.
a Blackstone. It'll keep you in
Blackstone.
America. That should be their slogan.